Hi guys! Today's book is part 2 of Insect Metamorphosis from Egg to Adult by Ron and Nancy Goor. If you did not see yesterday's video, part 1 of Insect Metamorphosis, ask your mom or your dad to help you find it so you can watch it first and then come back and watch this one maybe tomorrow. So the book has information about the 2 types of ways that insects grow. Insects have special ways of growing. They grow in stages, not continuously as we do. Some insects look totally different at each stage. Other insects look like little adults at each stage. These 2 special ways of growing in stages are called complete metamorphosis and incomplete metamorphosis. So let's review. Yesterday's bug was just like this. It was one that grew by complete metamorphosis. Let's review it. Monarch butterflies, like many other insects, go through 4 stages to become adults. They look totally different at each stage. These are the 4 stages. So let's review them again today. Egg, larva, pupa. You can see the butterfly inside. And then the adult. This way of growing is called complete metamorphosis. So let's look at the other type, the incomplete metamorphosis. Other insects such as grasshoppers, shown here, praying mantids, and true bugs do not change as they grow. They begin as eggs, but they do not hatch into larvae. When they hatch, they look just like adult insects, only smaller. The newly hatched insects are called nymphs. So here's a grasshopper. This is a baby grasshopper called a nymph. And this is the adult. It looks so similar. So let's review again. This page is showing us the complete metamorphosis growth, where there are eggs, larvae, pupas, not shown here, and then adults. So the eggs and the adult, the larva and the adult ladybug, they don't look anything like each other. But the nymph and the adult grasshoppers, they do look like each other. So that's the difference. Let's look at a few other examples of the incomplete metamorphosis. Dead leaf mantid nymph, dead leaf mantid adult. Looks very similar. Box elder bug nymph and a box elder bug adult. Again, very similar to each other. Nymphs have small wings, wing buds instead of wings. They cannot fly. They molt many times, but they do not become pupa. Each time they molt, they become larger. When they pull themselves out of the exoskeleton for the last molt, they have wings and they can mate. They have become adults. This change from egg to nymph to adult is called incomplete metamorphosis. Here's another example. Praying mantids. We've seen a lot of these in the playground. Adult female mantids make a foamy liquid in which to lay their eggs. The egg cases harden on twigs and protect the eggs from hungry enemies and the cold winter. In the spring, praying mantis nymphs hatch from their egg cases. They look just like tiny adult mantids without wings. Because they are so small, these mantids can only catch tiny insects. Some mantids eat each other. Oh my. Only a few will survive. Praying mantids eat and molt until they are quite large. When they molt for the last time, they may be as large as 5 inches long. About this big. Oh gosh. Adult mantids eat all sorts of insects. Some have been known to eat small snakes and hummingbirds. Wow, they have a big appetite. Let's look at a few other examples. We won't read it, but we'll look at the pictures. Here's a dragonfly, nymph, babies. And here's a picture of the exoskeleton after the dragonfly has exited from it. And here's the dragonfly adult. Here's a picture of a cicada. Here's a nymph, the baby. Oh gosh, here's the adult coming out of the exoskeleton. And here's how they look at the end. The cicada. Beautiful. Wow, look at this one. So, this one is called a giant water bug, and it's carrying its egg on its back. An insect hatches out of an egg into a larva or a nymph. It eats and grows so it can become an adult. So it can mate, so more eggs can be laid, so there will be more insects to mate and lay more eggs. Wow, these bugs are amazing. I hope you enjoyed this book and that you learned a little bit about the 2 different ways that insects grow. Have a great night. See you soon.